Hey, Masters of Speed, it's Terramaster here with Drake on this wonderful Monday to bring you something pretty cool. So, we know all the secrets in the Duelists of Shadows box. We know all the secrets of all time, ever. We know all the secret rares that are in the Duelists of Shadows box upcoming. So, what we're going to do is, not based on how good the card is, in Speed Duel, because we really have no way of knowing that for sure until we know the full set. So what we're going to do actually is talk about how much you would want just this secret rare card and make a tier list based on that. So Drake is going to quickly break down our tiers and what they all mean.
Yep. So we're basically ranking them on how much you want to pull them. So S tier, this is going to be our chase cards. These are our money cards. A tier, decent value. You're pretty happy pulling these. B tier, some value. You're okay with pulling these. C tier, you're not pissed about pulling these, but you know they're not worth a whole lot. D tier, now we're getting into cards that you actively don't want to pull. They're not really worth much. And then F tier, these are the cards you want to avoid pulling. These are worthless.
Yeah, that about breaks it down. So when you hear us put a tier to these cards, that's what it's based on. We'll obviously go into detail on each card as well. So let's get started with the Sacred Beasts. Now we're going to group all the Sacred Beasts together, and we're going to give them a big fat F here. Sacred Beasts did not study for this exam. They failed it big time today. So the reasons for Sacred Beasts are, they already have a secret rare printing. They're less than $1, even the foil printings.
Yep.
And the worst part, the part that really makes sure that it is never getting out of F tier, it is guaranteed all three of them in every box.
Right.
So, yeah, you know this better than I do. That there's no you'll never chase a card if the card is already just there all the time.
Yep.
So. Yeah. All right. Unless you got something else to add about that, those terrible F tier cards.
Nope. Great way to start it off.
Yep. Really is.
Something to F tier immediately.
Yep.
All right. Next we have Macrocosmos, and this is the opposite. This is S tier. This is the chase card of the set. This card is going to be used in Speed Duel probably. This card's absolutely used in advanced format and in some retro formats as well. It's never been printed secret, so this is highest rarity. This is the card you're going to want to pull.
Yeah. It also has, like, the copies that already exist also all have value.
Yeah.
Some level of value. The higher the rarity, they tend to have a pretty good amount of value, too. So I think me and you looked, and it's like $10 for the foils.
Right,
so,
I think even the commons were like $2 or $3.
Yeah, yeah. So like, that's... Yeah, like, the value matters too. Like, for players who won't play Speed Duel, for example, they might want Macrocosmos, right? So they will buy the secret rare from people who bought Speed Duel box. So
yep,
that's why value matters. All right, moving on. Oh, I seem to get all these. We got Golden Homunculus, which is the next card in the image here. So we're going by order in the picture on your screen. That is also F tier. Because it has only one foil printing, but that one foil printing is basically worthless. It's almost bulk, and it's not really used in any format, historically or advanced, and me and Drake at least don't see it playable in Speed Duel either. So that's
unlikely.
Yeah, very unlikely. So I don't know. I don't think there's much more to add on Golden Homunculus. We can probably.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, so next, a little better, we've got Helios, the Primordial Sun. I put this one around D tier. You're not going to be, like, pissed that you pulled this, but not super happy either.
Yeah.
What this has going for it, other than, yeah, sure, secret, it will be its highest rarity. It does see a little bit of play in advanced. I believe there was an Evil Swarm deck that used Macrocosmos and actually opted to play this. So that's pretty cool. Use it as link material or whatever material you want. And then it could see play in it Speed Duel as well, just as tribute fodder if you're playing Macrocosmos.
Nice.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those cards that if Macrocosmos is played, which we think it will be in Speed Duel, there's a chance that people will try to tech in Helios. So yeah, that's why it doesn't get the F for that reason. All right, next I finally got a good one. We got DD Crow in Secret Rare. Now this one, it's not quite as good as Macrocosmos, but we are going to give it an A tier rating. It's played in Advanced to this day, which is crazy when you think about when DD Crow came out. It is also played in a lot of retro formats. So me and you play Edison. We know it's played in Edison. Like, we play it ourselves in Edison.
Yeah,
right?
This is in like every sideboard.
Right. Yeah, it's also played in other retro formats as well. So it is a desirable card. And I think it has like the high rarity foil printings also have a little bit of value to them too. So
yeah.
Yep,
and this is the first time it's secret, which is cool.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that helps a lot. It being the first of its kind, and as far as like secret rare goes, that always helps. So, yeah.
Yep. All right, this is the perfect card for me, and I think everybody knows what this card does. If only your opponent controls monsters, you can special summon this next secret rare from your hand, and that's Alternate Art Cyber Dragon. We're giving it A tier, which it couldn't quite make S because it already has a secret rare printing in this art. However, it only has like 2 printings ever, and the secret printing that it has some value. And I think people are really going to like this for speed duels. And then, yeah, it's used in Edison. It's used in nearly every format since it's come out, pretty much, as a sideboard card against like gadgets, stuff like that. Yeah, that's a great poll. That's one you're happy with.
Yeah, and shout out to Justice, who will always call this the superior Cyber Dragon art. Let us know in the comments whether you agree with that or not. All right, we're going to move right along here to Super Polymerization. This is probably my favorite secret rare, personally. We're giving it A tier, and that's because this card is actually played a lot in advanced format. So that is the best thing it has going for it. The cheapest foil printing, I think, of this card that's available is like $8 market value. So that's also like really good. So like, you know, you add another foil to that market, it might go down a bit, but it's at $8. It might not go down that much. So that's not bad. And obviously it also sees play in some retro formats too. But the one thing holding it back from S tier is that this isn't the first secret rare printing. There's already been one. So
yeah. All right. Next we have Shining Flare Wingman, and at first you might be thinking that's an F tier, right? Actually, we put it at C, where this is something that you're not really mad about pulling, and that's because all of its foil printings actually have some value. Yeah. It's an elemental hero, so it has a little bit of iconic going for it. No, I don't think it's going to be good in Speed Duel. No, it's never been played in a retro format, but just for collectors, it's an okay card.
Right. Yeah, and some cards like this do exist just for collectors, so, you know, it's fine to have a couple of these. It's me and you were honestly surprised that it had value, but it does, so cool. Hey, yeah, we'll take it. All right, we got Ale Blood. Coming up next. Oh, sorry, I skipped one. What a clown. We got Dark Fusion, which is obviously I skipped 2. I'm stupid. I'm all over the place. Forgive me. I can't look at an image and line up cards. We got Evil Hero, Malicious Fiend. I'm just excited about Ale Blood. Okay.
You'll still get it. Don't worry.
I will still get it. Evil Hero, Malicious Edge, not Fiend. That's the material. We're gonna give this a very, very low D tier. This card is not played in any format really, and doesn't really have value. So the only thing not keeping it F tier is that it's not as bad as the Sacred Beast.
Well, yeah, there's that, and it is a high rarity hero card.
Yes, yeah. So it has some collector value, and there's a small chance that it could see some fringe play in Speed Duel. Like if the Supreme King deck is good, if it has a good skill, you could have motivation to play Malicious Fiend in Speed Duel.
Right.
That also helps.
Or if there's a good deck that uses a material, so a level
Yes.
6 or higher fiend,
Yes.
this could be a sideboard card,
Right.
potentially.
Yeah. So it's not impossible to see this being played. So that those things take it out of F. All right.
Cool. Next we have Dark Fusion, another one we were a little surprised that this wasn't like a D. We put it as C. This is another one that has some collector's value. The foils of it so far they're worth like $4 right now, so this is probably gonna have a little bit of value. No, it's not really used in a retro format. It may see some play in Speed Duel, but yeah, I think just for collectors, it's an okay card.
Yeah. Hero cards are usually just actually good for collectors. So some at some like level, right? Varying, obviously. All right. Now, what I wanted to get to earlier, I'm so happy for it. Illblood. As much as I love Illblood, not everyone is me. So this is another C tier. With Illblood, the biggest issue is the value of the other printings. The original printing is very valuable, but that's the original printing. Like, that has some kind of like a collector's lore to it, right? That was in that structure deck, I think. Was it in the structure deck? Whatever.
The secret was Tactical Evolution, I believe.
Oh, it was Tactical Evolution. Okay. Yeah, so, hey, there you go. Really old set. Didn't get a reprint until now. So, maybe someone will buy the secret Speed Duel one and be like, look, it's the original, when they show their friends, and they'll cover up the Speed Duel watermark. And maybe that'll give it some value. But other than that, there's a super rare printing of it, which is basically bulk as far as value goes.
Yeah.
But it's not lower than C because it's playable in retro formats. It could be playable in Speed Duel, so playability helps.
Yeah, I think that's a good placement for it. You mentioned something funny though about like, oh look, is that an original secret? Oh, it's just a Speed Duel. No, the Speed Duel secrets do look very nice.
They do.
I think everyone agrees on that. And I actually saw somebody using a volcanic rocket secret in one of their decks, playing Edison, and I'm like, whoa, that's expensive. And then I looked at it again, and I'm like, oh, it's a Speed Duel copy. so it still looks beautiful, despite maybe not being worth as much.
Yeah. And look, if whoever you're playing doesn't know what Speed Duel is, which you can't blame them, they won't know it's not an original secret rare Blood. So hey, there you go, you got him. All right.
You got him. All right. Next, we have Vampire Genesis, which we put at F tier.
Yeah.
Not a super iconic card. Not used in any format ever. Probably won't be good in Speed Duels. We don't know that for sure, but probably not. And yeah, it's the foil printing it has currently is under $1. So I don't expect this card to be over $1.
Yeah, this card is very borderline bulk. All right. Vampire Hunter is next to his vampire friend. Just kidding, he's an anti-vampire. It's D tier. This really didn't have any value. Like, the foil printings were like $1. And I mean, it might see some side decking, like in Speed Duel, but other than that, it's not really played in a retro format. So there's no real desirability for Vampire Hunter either.
Yep, I don't see a reason for someone outside of Speed Duel to pick up this copy.
Yeah. All right. Easy.
Next, we have a good one.
We do, yeah.
Fog King. All right, Fog King, as we know, is used in some retro formats, and will probably also be used in Speed Duel. And on top of that, it only has foil printings currently, and they're all worth money, $20 or more. So yeah, this is A tier. I think this card will have value to both Speed Duel players and non-Speed Duel players, and that's really what you want out of a secret.
Yep, agree. All right, move on to another bad one. I seem to get 80% of these. We got Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. This one is also, unfortunately, F tier. So we checked. I promise you, we checked. No value. Any printing, no value at all. And it's unplayable in almost every format imaginable. So there's no reason to see this being played in Speed Duel either at any level beyond, what Rook calls kitchen table Yu-Gi-Oh. So there's no reason to put this in anything above F. This is probably just bulk.
It's likely that it'll be bulk. A skill could make it less bulky, but that's about it.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
All right, next we have Arm Dragon level 10. We put this slightly higher at D tier. Again, it's not really a card you're going to be wanting to pull, but maybe you'll be able to trade it off to someone for $1 or so. Because, yeah, it's a cool rarity at Secret. It has, like, a little bit of collectability. The foil printings it has now are worth a little bit. So, yeah, you might be able to, you know, use it as a throw-in on a trade. But people aren't going to be chasing this card in any way.
No, unless you really love Chaz and that's your goal in life, to collect all the Chaz cards. I don't think you have other reasons for this. And it's not really played in any format, and we don't see a reason to play it in Speed Duel. So
no, 7 and 10 have basically never seen play in anything.
Yeah. All right, a good one for me again. That's Amazoness Queen. This one's actually really good. It's an A tier, according to us. This is actually only the third printing ever, every rarity of Amazoness Queen. Obviously, if you include the common in the box, that's 4 total, sure. But the secret is what matters. And even the common printing that currently exists has some value. So
I think it was like $5.
Yeah. So like halfway decent value. For a common, actually good value. So even getting an extra copy of the common should not hurt this card, the secret rare, much. And obviously we know it's going to see play in Speed Duel. Or we're very confident, I should say, it's going to see play in Speed Duel. Because out of the secrets, it's honestly the most playable card. Out of all the secrets. Like, on its own.
Aside from, like, Macrocosmos. Yeah.
Right, aside from Macrocosmos, right. So it's either the or second most playable card. Which is, by itself, a huge advantage for it.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, next we have Amazoness Swordswoman, which we were, like, a little bit surprised that all the printings of this, it has a handful. They're all worth money. Like, the commons from any set are worth around $2-3.
Yep.
That's cool. Secret is technically highest rarity. This card isn't, like, a fan card on the level of Dark Magician Girl, Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, no. But people like this card. And yeah, it is also playable in Speed Duel.
Yes.
Historically, and probably gets better with this set, honestly. So yeah, we put it at B tier because this isn't going to be what you're chasing after, but it's going to be something that if you pull this while you're chasing something, you're like, oh, cool.
Yeah, exactly. You're kind of happy about it.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got another decent one. We got Legendary JiuJitsu Master. Secret rare will be the highest rarity for this card, so that's always a plus. And then we know this sees plays in retro formats. So that's also very good. If you play any retro format that are old enough, but also after this card existed, you will probably see JiuJitsu Master. There's quite a few in there that play it.
Yep.
So that's good. And because of that, Speed Duel is still pretty young. So it's probably going to see some play in Speed Duel too.
Yeah, absolutely. Next we have Allure of Darkness. This card's great. This card has seen play in Speed Duel. Will likely see play in Speed Duel again since we're getting Dark decks.
Yeah.
It sees play in Edison. It sees play in Teledad. I'm not going to list every retro format that this card sees play in. There's way too many.
We'd be here for an hour. Yeah.
This card has just been a staple historically in Yu-Gi-Oh. So yeah, this card is a B. Only because it has a ton of foil printings already, but not secret. No, which is pretty cool. Right. So yeah, this is another one that, like, maybe you're not chasing this card, but you're pretty happy that you pulled it.
Yep. And speaking of dark monsters and dark decks coming out in the Duelists Shadow box, we got Skull Archfiend of Lightning. Now this one, we were actually also surprised that we're putting it this high. Just because it's not very playable, but it's a B tier card. But like I already said, it's not really played in other retro formats. there's a small chance it sees play in Speed Duel, but we'll have to wait and see on that. However, this is the highest rarity of this card that's ever been printed.
Yep.
And the foils that already exist actually have a little bit of value, which is what kind of surprised us. So I guess it's a collector's card.
I don't think it has that many printings total.
No, it doesn't.
I think it's like 3 or something.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So a 4th printing to this card is welcome, and at a really cool looking rarity, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah.
Probably worth a few bucks.
Yeah.
Aqua Chorus today, people. This card, we wanted to put at F tier because we don't really have any hopes for this card being good. No. But you know what? We put it at D tier because the foil printing of it actually has value. It's actually worth a few bucks. So this could be worth $1, and maybe not, a quarter like some of the secrets may be. Like we've seen from midterms, some of the secrets are legitimately a quarter. No, we think this one might actually hold its own dollar value because not many printings and the other foil printing has value. The only thing we didn't put this any higher is because we think that the people that are buying this card, giving the original printing any value, like $3 or whatever, they're just gonna keep buying the original. They're not gonna buy this one.
Yeah. Hey, look, someone brought a box of Oreos to your locals, and they don't want to share with you. You trade them their Aqua Chorus for a couple of Oreo cookies. That's what you might be able to use it for.
Maybe not. But maybe.
Maybe. They never know. Okay. Yeah, that's all we got. So thanks for watching this unique video. Obviously, we'll be back with, once spoilers are out, we'll got a ton of stuff on that. And we'll do a real tier list prediction for decks and cards and things like that once the full spoilers are out. But this is just chase. This is for how much do you want to own this card, to collect it or to sell it or things like that.
Right.
Yep. But all right.
If you think we were way off on one,
oh yeah,
let us know. If you think, hey, we call something F and you think it's an A, go ahead and call us out. Yeah,
call us out. Let me know. Let us know the reason. Tell us, hey clown, the Armed Dragon level 10 is my secret tech in my Shizu Tearlaments deck, or I play Vampire Genesis in my trap tricks. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, just go ahead. Let us know that. All right. Anyway, until the next video, Terramaster and Drake, we're out.